everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new anime, like the series just dropped on Netflix, called Junji to Maniac, Japanese Tales of Macabre. And this show, it is from the creator mind of horror manga Master Junji, to comes to spy thrilling selection of some of his most bizarre, disturbing and terrifying tales. And this show is exactly that. It is what about. So each episode you see like each story takes place, and some of the stories are very different from one another, and it is kind of like a horror manga show. And this manga show, I must say, it is very different than other shows are on Netflix. And some of the episode watching the show, I was like, oh, these are some real. For me personally, I don't actually watch a lot of horror stuff. I get creeped by very easily. So my take on this show might be a little different than others. So I found this show to be, some of the stuff is really creepy, like it's just creepy, and some of the imagery is really, I felt like it burned my eyes. It was weird, like it's really weird. When I was watching, I was like, some of these designs for this ghost and these creatures are also like, it's really weirdly good, you know what I mean? So I thought the first episode, I thought it was okay. Like the first episode is, I wouldn't say the best one in the series. However, the later episodes, some of them are really creepy once again, especially the one with the floating head, like I think floating balloon, that episode called, and also Intruder. And there is other episodes are dedicated to all this Pacific stuff. When I was watching it, I'm like, same time, some of the stuff they show you, it is very tragedy type. Like one of the episodes starts with, that's why they do give you warning about it, because some of this imagery, it is so harsh, like someone hanging themselves, and the way it was shown, and some of the stuff, it is really very disturbing, I will say. Like someone's sister, and some of the stuff, it is very harsh, I will say. Then again, the horror stuff, it is R-rated after all. It is for older audience, and I think people who enjoy horror manga, I think it's really worth checking, especially if you like horror stuff. I don't know how many horror manga is out there, but I found the storytelling, the story is very different from one another, and definitely it's really interesting. And I am like, at first I didn't had a high hope. I was like, whoa, I wasn't actually sure I should be watching this, because as I was saying, I don't enjoy horror stuff that much, but this one was interesting. Then again, all the other manga or anime show are on Netflix. I was like, yeah, especially Castlevania and those things, like they do have this creature design. They are very unique. In this show's case, some of this design, all this imagery, it is so creepy for me. I was like, I was really edge of my seat, some of the episode, and especially some of the episode, they are very like thriller type. You start really, like it starts slow with the episode, but then as it goes on, it is very intriguing, honestly. The storytelling is really good. I just didn't like the first episode. I thought the first episode was little annoying, and the way it was done, it was like too much happening. I was not getting it, what was going on. But it's like went on, the way this episode end, I was like, isn't that interesting? So this is basically a horror take on anime, and they do bring you different type of story. Some of the story you might be familiar with. The animation quality is really good, especially for people who enjoy this kind of anime, like different story on different horror take on, because horror can be so many things. And as I was saying, some like especially the Intruder episode was like overall, I think the show was really good, and it's gonna please people who enjoy horror show. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this show. And if you enjoyed this review, don't share my other reviews on other Netflix manga show. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.